Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Rob here, Fully Loaded Customs. So I was out in Saskatchewan a couple weeks ago doing the old internet installs when I spotted what looked to be a 1983 Z28 Camaro parked behind some bushes just off the highway. So rolled the internet truck around, left a note asking if it was for sale. It was. So I did the only thing I could and I bought it because I don't got a third gen Camaro project yet, so can't have too many third gens. That's a saying, I'm sure. Got the trailer all loaded up, so let's drive on out to Saskatchewan today, get this Camaro loaded up, bring it back to the shop, get it running and driving, detail it up, and then let's decide what we're gonna do with it. Stay tuned for today's video. All right, cool guys. So this is the Camaro I just picked up here. So it's a 1983 Z28 Camaro. Well, stop the video. So I know at this point, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking because I probably said it a couple times now. But Z28 Camaro. I'm Canadian, so sometimes it comes out as Z. But Z28. Before I get eaten alive in that comment section, it might already be too late. But anyways, let's continue on with the video. I spotted it sitting behind these bushes over here. A couple weeks ago when I was back out in this area, I said, I'm just gonna stop, leave a note, see if it's for sale, and hopefully someone gets back to me, and they did. We're down here today, we just bought it, picked it up, so let's flip this camera around, check out this Camaro, and then get the trailer in here and get it loaded up and bring it back to the shop. And she's in pretty decent shape here. It's got a bump there on the fender here, but I can use the Unispotter, pull that out, hammer and dolly it and get that fixed. And it's got a section on the door here too, which is pushed out quite a little ways anyways. But I should be able to work that back into place. And I already got the mirror for it too. I picked up at the wrecking yard at the same time. Got all those parts from the Firebird. So other than that, like everything else on this Camaro is in pretty decent shape. It's not too bad. You can tell here just by the orange peel on it. So it has been repainted at one point in time, but it is in pretty good shape. And what's really exciting for me is I had a 1983 Camaro when I was in high school, and these cars, they bring back a lot of memories for me. So super cool to see, super cool that I was able to pick it up and buy it. Really excited about that. So for the exterior wise, it's really good shape, and basically all these tires got air in them, which is great because I'm not used to that either. So I think there's only one that's a little bit down on air. This one over here a little bit, but not too bad. And the most exciting thing probably about this is, take a look in the ignition column. I've got keys. And for me, this is probably the first vehicle I've bought in like the last 7 years that actually has a set of keys for it. So we're definitely looking forward to not tearing apart the steering column this time around. Should be pretty good. So then for interior wise on the Camaro here, so it's actually in really good shape actually. So the seats are all intact. They're not all ripped or torn or nothing like that. Even the ones here in the back are in really good shape. Same with the interior plastics in this here too, are in really excellent shape. The carpet's pretty dirty. It could definitely use a good interior clean here in the interior. We'll get it back to the shop and we'll get it detailed up here. There are a few little cracks in the dash pad, but other than that though, the interior is in pretty good shape. There is a little bit sagging on the headliner there too, a little tiny rip as well, but overall interior wise she's in really good shape. So let's go check out and see how many miles it's got on it. So for the Camaro here, so she's got 218,212 kilometers. That works out to roughly about just over 135,000 miles on the car. So pretty wicked shape, and it's got the motor in here. It's also got the transmission in the car, and it's got keys too. So we're off to a good start on this one. It's got everything. Camaro does have a 305 in it here. I pretty much don't know a whole lot about the car. I've been dealing with the guy's grandma the whole time purchasing this. She don't know a whole lot about it either. Basically, from what she told me, it got moved there with the tractor a couple years ago. He's pretty much lost interest in it, and it's been pretty much sitting ever since. So now that we did the quick walk around on it, let's get the trailer in here, get it loaded up, bring it back to the shop. All right, cool guys, so we got the 83 Camaro all loaded up here on the trailer. So in town there's a little car wash, and you know, when you get these things, you gotta give them that first wash. So let's bring it into town, wash her down. thing is really nice. She's looking pretty good on the trailer. So you always got to do that. Anytime you pick these cars up, you got to give them that wash down for the first time for however long they've been sitting. Feels good. So anyways, she's all washed up. So let's get her back to the shop and see if we can get this 305 running and driving. Oh, and by the way, while we got this thing out here, if this was actually painted to the finish I put on this, I would never use that car wash brush on it. But damn, it's looking pretty good on the trailer right now, I gotta admit. She is looking pretty good. What color, guys, should we paint this thing? Drop some ideas in the comment section. Let's get back to the shop. Cool, guys, so we got the 83 Camaro back to the shop here. And if you see in the horizon, basically the sun's almost gone down. And if you live in Alberta, you know in the fall it gets dark right now out here. So I got maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 of daylight-ish left at the most. So just gonna leave the Camaro on the trailer here overnight, and we'll catch you guys back here first thing in the morning, and we'll get her unloaded. So the Camaro, she's frosted this morning. I've also got surprise internet jobs that came up. Damn it. So we got to go do a couple of those, but maybe I'll squeeze back home before my Saskatchewan jobs and film some more YouTube stuff and get the Camaro unloaded for the trailer. But now I'm late for work because I had no idea about my jobs today, so I guess I'll head out and get those on the go. So we got the Camaro all unloaded here from the trailer. So let's go ahead and jump in on engine bay, see if we can get this Camaro running and driving. All right, this hood. Perfect. Oh yeah, that don't work. Gonna need a 3rd gen head prop. Got a perfect one right here. Beautiful. So if you guys are looking for a hood prop for your 3rd gen here, Sherwood makes a pretty good brand. These are available on Amazon. These are really good. They're flexible. They're made of fiberglass. And this one here is a Flex 85, which is pretty good. And it's also a Paul Coffey model. But anyways, let's go ahead now and let's check out the oil. Ooh, it's... Well, there's no oil on the dipstick, so... Yeah, that ain't good. So definitely be adding some oil to this thing here. So power steering fluid over here. Wow, why is that super full like that? That's way up there. I'm gonna have to siphon some of that out because it's like, yeah, it's right there. That's way too much. Yeah, it's up on the thing. Okay, well, siphon some of that out there because it shouldn't be that much. Might as well see how the rad fluid's doing now. Oh, yeah, well, that's good. So that's full at least. Let's get to see. There is some too here in the overflow compartment, and might as well check this fluid here for the transmission. Make sure it's good. It's got a nice color to it at least, so that's a good sign. Definitely better than what the 91 was. The Firebird fluid wasn't as clean, that's for sure. Let's see how this is here. Oh, that's actually pretty decent looking. That's brand new air filter in here. That's a good sign to see. Perfect. And a carburetor here too. No electronic stuff. Really love seeing this. Perfect. Well, I'm going to siphon some of this power steering fluid out here too. Going to get some oil. Fill up the oil compartment there too. And let's quickly check a spark plug here too here as well. So might as well just get some knocker loose here. Just lube up a couple of these parts here. Haven't moved in a little while. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and here pull one of these spark plugs. Just get to checking on them, seeing how they are. Spark plug wires look pretty good though. They look relatively kind of newish. So let's check those spark plugs out. So here's that first spark plug here. So it doesn't look to be too terrible. A little bit of build up on it, but anyways, check one more here and see how it's looking as well. So anyway, there's that second one. So there is a lot of oil on them, but if you do look down in here, so there's a pretty good oil leak that's everywhere on this side. Same on the top, you can see it, and coming down the front there too, which is explaining why there's no oil in it. But anyways, clean that up and we'll put her back and maybe check one more on the other side. So here's one of the spark plugs I pulled from the driver's side. So these are looking to be like they must have been recently changed, or they must have been changed before the carb was parked. But they're looking in pretty decent shape. So we can probably toss a battery in here now, and then we can go inside the car here, check out some of those gauges, see if we got some lights. So I'm going to go throw a battery in here, but I noticed I'm missing the terminal piece for the battery, so we're going to clean this up here. Get the new terminal connection piece there too. And I don't know if you can tell or not. Let's see if we can zoom in there. But if you look closely right here, down at the bottom, looks like there might be a new starter in there, which would be pretty sweet. So quickly get this cleaned up, toss the battery in there, and see what we got for electricity. Perfect. So we got this all cleaned up, also replaced on the terminal here too. So anyhow, let's toss the battery in. So just went to go install the battery here, but the terminal bolt, it's a bit too long and there's too much movement, so it's not making a good connection there. And I don't have any washers or anything to slide in there to make it shorter, make it work. So I guess we'll head over to Canadian Tire, get some smaller side pulsed terminal bolts. Also get some oil while we're down there, and if we're lucky by some miraculous chance, maybe they have hood props for the hood here and we can replace on those. That would be fantastic. Well, back here at Canadian Tire, it's pretty much the only place I can get parts in this town on a weekend. Everything else pretty much closed. Here we are, back to the battery terminal shelf again. I feel like I should probably just buy the rest of them that are in stock. Always seem to need these. Going to be using the best oil possible for this project, and for me, usually the best oil it's the one that's on sale. So Castrol GTX sold. So just got back from Canadian Tire, and they had hood props in there, like hood props for an 83 Camaro. I did not expect that, but like, look at the yellow wing and how old those have been sitting in stock for a long time. But happy I got them, because now we can throw them into the Camaro. Also got the smaller terminal bolts here, got some oil, and funnels was on sale. The funnels were on sale too, so pick those up. So let's toss everything in the car, hook it up before. Those are snow clouds. It's gonna snow in Alberta, and it's not even friggin' Halloween yet. Like, come on, Alberta. And on top of it, like, it's cold enough I can see my damn breath. And it's only like the 20th of October. So, like, if you live in a warm climate, maybe like Arizona, California, Florida, somewhere warm, Mexico, let me know in the comment section below. Bet you it feels great to be down there. Anyways, let's toss all this stuff in the car. Gotta put my hood props on so I can get my hockey stick back, because if we're getting snow, at least I can play hockey again.
And Raglan will go at it with Ronnie Stern. Stern loves the fight. Raglan not bashful. Gets a couple of good right hands. Then Stern comes back with a left. And Stern and Raglan wrestle each other to the ice.
That's one good thing. So I picked up some 530 for it. Let's quickly throw that in there. Fill her up, because she was down low. She wasn't even on the stick there. So she was definitely either burning oil or leaking it really bad, but she was down just about 2 quarts there. Had to throw in there. Perfect, get that out. This new one up here. Perfect. There we go. That's in, that's in. Beautiful. Oil has been all topped off. Hood props have been changed. Power steering pump has all been siphoned out and to the proper level here. I've gone ahead and I've replaced on the terminals here too with the batteries. So let's go ahead, connect the negative here to make sure nothing sparks out or arcs out, or the vehicle doesn't burn to the ground, which is always nice. So anyways, oh, what we got there? Oh, well, damn, that's beautiful to have. So I don't even know if I had any of those in my newer cars. Friggin' engine bay light. Well, that's convenient, because it's only 5:30 and the sun's going down here in Alberta. So let's tighten this up with a wrench real quick, and let's see what we got for headlights and taillights and gauges inside. And check and see what we've got for gauges here. So battery gauge right away is working great. Oh, the fuel. So if the fuel is down that low, I'm not even going to be able to siphon anything out, so might as well just add a couple gallons of new fuel to it and see what we got there. But throw on the high beams here. Beautiful. Go around the front of the car, check those out, see if we got some signals. Oh, that's where, hey, this is great. Like I said, I normally don't get a vehicle that almost has keys. It's been like 7 years. So it's nice to see things all working for a change. So what's also cool is I actually got the door buzzer working. I've never had that on any of the third gens I've ever owned. So, and I noticed that when we crank over the key here to accessories, stereo also seems to be working too. Might have to hook that up in the engine bay there and see if we can get that sub in the back to work here, and see what kind of sound systems in this car here too. So now that the lights and everything else are working, might as well just give it, and we got some real low fuel. It was only reading like 1/16 of a tank or something low. So anyway, let's just give the key a bump, see if she turns over. Perfect. So she's going to rotate there right away. So before I try any more, what I'm going to go do, let's go throw some new fuel in it. Perfect. So we'll just toss some new fuel in there. So at least when it's turning over now, she'll suck up a little bit better gasoline here. Dump a little bit of gas down the carb there as well. She's been sitting for a bit, so might as well just feed it just a bit. There we go. We got some new gas in it. Raised it up actually to about just over a quarter of a tank there. Got some gas in the carb here. So she's been sitting a while, a couple of years or whatever it's been. So anyways, let's turn the key and see if she fires off there. Oh, almost. Try her again. Just killed it. So she's firing off, which is good. So let's just I won't kill it this time. Let's give it another shot here. Oh, there we go. So she's sounding pretty good here at the back, but man, is that power steering pump screwing. I'm gonna turn this off. Well, she's got some smoking at the back here, but that's just from all the old oil here probably burning off because it hasn't been started in the longest time. But man, is that power steering pump howling. So which makes sense as to why this was overfilled. Car was probably parked because the power steering pump went and started making that crazy ass sound and they didn't know how to fix it. So that's probably why it's been sitting. I think the guy said about 6 years or whatever. And also when is that snow already? Man, it is too. Is it? Yeah, it's snow 20th of October. Tell me once again how warm it is in Arizona right now. Anyways, but that explains why there was a chain hooked up to it when I loaded it up on the trailer, because it was obviously dragged to where it's at and it wasn't driven. So anyways, now it's snowing and I've also lost all my light. Let's pack it in for today. And then maybe tomorrow, if we got the parts, we'll get the power steering pump changed out and we'll take the Camaro for a trip in the snow. Because it's still we're gonna drive it regardless. So last night, I couldn't see much out here because it was too dark. I thought for sure the power steering pump was the problem here, but I think that squealing is probably just a loose belt now on the alternator that I have a chance to take a look at it. I notice whenever I give it some throttle there, there's just a slight movement here on the alternator, so it might just be a loose belt. I'm gonna try and get that tightened up here. let's tighten the belt up quite a bit here. So yeah, quite a ways. So I'm pretty sure that should, oh yeah, there we go. That should solve that issue. Well, we'll turn her over here now and see if that solves that squealing issue. That definitely sounds a lot better. Well, definitely not squealing like it was before. It sounds way better. So she's all running here good now. Tighten up that alternator belt. Definitely seems to have fixed up that squealing sound. She was squealing pretty good there. She had the old Peter Griffin sound to her going. But we got rid of that. So anyways, what I really like to do now is I keep stepping on all these wires down here. I guess they're LEDs or something that's hooked up or was hooked up. And there's a bunch of stuff laying around here. So anyways, not really one for having the car dirty like this. So let's get the shop back out here, quickly give this car a detail there, and then once it's clean, let's go take it for a cruise. Perfect. Quick little detail. That feels so much better. All right, cool guys. So we got the Camaro. She's all detailed up. She's all topped up with fluids. That belt's all tightened up. She's running good right now. So let's hop in her, take her for a little test drive here, see how she drives, and then let's pull her into the shop so she can warm up. 1983 Z28 Camaro. She's up and running and driving again. Took this thing out for a test drive like you've seen, and this thing is driving excellent. This thing shifts great, sounds great, and for me, that's fantastic because that means if I don't got to replace on anything major mechanical-wise, like the engine and transmission, we can just jump right back into the bodywork and paint on this thing, which I've been waiting to do for a while again on this channel, especially in my new shop here, so I cannot wait for it. Last thing I was able to do on this channel was my brother's 1979 Silverado 10 pickup truck. If you haven't already, check this video out over here, and basically you get to see how my brother's truck turned out. I think we had like a $1,500 budget on that truck. He got it for $400. I think it was $400. No, he got it for $400. Sold some parts, so it's basically a free truck, and we spent about $1,500 on it. Check that video out. Kind of gives you an idea what we can do on a low budget. So make things look pretty freaking damn good. But anyways, guys, leave in the comment section down below here too, guys. What color do you think we should paint this thing? I'm thinking like a deep red burgundy color would look really good with that tan interior. I think it would match up really nice. Same with House of Color, root beer candy. I've never seen it painted on a 3rd gen Camaro before, but I think that thing would look really good, especially with the tan color again. I think it would match it excellently. Maybe you guys have some other great color ideas. Maybe you have a couple of color code ideas and stuff like that. Codes for the colors as well. Leave those in the comment section. I'll check them out. If you guys take the time to leave me comments, I'm going to make sure I take the time to reply to you. I appreciate you guys leaving comments. Appreciate you watching the channel. Leave those comments. I'll check them out. And we'll get to painting on this Camaro right away here. So basically, as you can see behind me here, I got the 1980 Scottsdale outside. Strip that down, get ready to pull the box on it. As soon as I'm done pulling the box on it and doing the metal work and paint on that truck, we're either going to get to the Camaro or the 91 Firebird that's outside. So leave in the comment section down below there too, guys. Which one of those you'd like to see once I'm done the truck series. It's either going to be the Camaro, which is going to be the easiest for me and the cheapest. Keep that in mind. Or the 91 Firebird, and I'll just get the extra parts we need for it and find the transmission and everything else. But we'll get one of those two, make a series of those right afterwards, get them painted, put back on the road. So all right, guys. Until next time, remember, it's not raglan, it's not custom. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. So take care.